welcome to a special Bluejacket Excursion episode of
Brutal Battle. And that is correct. Bluejacket just says Bluejacket. There's no Bluejacket Brewing, no Bluejacket Beer, brewery, nothing. But it is a brewery. They do brew beer, and we went there.
Yep.
And that is in D.C., and it is near the Navy Yard, if people know where the Navy Yard is. So actually, decent options for parking in that area, to be honest. Although I will say we were very frustrated with the street parking system. It's one of those things where it has like the kiosk, and you have to go and like put in your license plate number and then pay for it, and then they'll give you the printout ticket. And it was not acting right, so it took a long time to actually get that to work. But
well, I'm also really confused by, I don't know why you had to put your license plate in when they were printing out a ticket and you were putting the ticket in your car.
Right. Yeah, I don't know.
It was really frustrating.
It was weird.
We won't go into it, but
it was frustrating. But after that frustration, Bluejacket helped us calm down.
Except we got pooped on.
We did get pooped on, so that was a...
We sat under a tree, and first, a little white splooch hit my arm. I'm like, is this bird poop? And I get out something to wipe off my arm, and next thing you know, Carlin got it.
On my hand. And then I moved seats. She stayed where she was, and she was fine, but I moved to the other side where there wasn't as much, because it was under a tree. Like, I moved kind of like the edge of where the tree was, and then we ended up being fine. But I saw more poop drop, like, while we were sitting there.
Yeah, I had nowhere else to move. I was just stuck there. I had to...
So, I mean, I'm going to say it's the first time I've been pooped on by a bird in my life.
Yeah.
And it was a Bluejacket. What about you?
Yeah, I think I had been pooped on before. I don't remember when, but it did not feel like it was my first experience. Didn't feel like my first time.
Also, I know that someone out there was like, he just said this is the first time he's been pooped on by a bird.
Yeah.
Yes, that is accurate, because I've been pooped on by hamsters before. Because I had a lot of hamsters when I was young, and that happened. So, yeah. But anyway, let's talk a little bit about Bluejacket, then we'll do the one beer. We only did one beer because trying to cut down on the beers we're buying. Plus, their amount of beers you could actually take home were pretty limited. Like, way limited for how much they had available on their tab list. I was kind of surprised by that. So, yeah. So we picked out one of the ones we liked more, and yeah, we're going to do that on this episode. But like we said, near the Navy Yard, they have a lot of outdoor seating. Like, an insane amount of outdoor seating. And I think when we were there, it's like they were packed outside. Yeah. I think there was barely anyone sitting inside.
There was like one large table. Like, when we went in to go to the bathroom, there was one large table, and I think there were a couple people at the bar, but like everybody was outside. It was a nice day. Everybody was outside.
It also looked like they were getting ready for like their Oktoberfest celebration, because they had those like white and blue checkered flags kind of hung up around.
I think that was the next day.
Yeah. But cool venue. If you do go to the inside, it's very well decorated. It's got kind of like this industrial chic hippie feel to it. And the bar is really cool and very large. It's very open too, where you can see all the brewing equipment. And the brewing equipment stacks up like so high in the building, and there's like multiple levels to the brewing equipment. It's really cool to look at. It's very kind of awe-inspiring. And if you're going to be inside, like sitting at the bar or one of the tables there, like, it's awesome to look at.
Yeah.
They also have really good food.
Yeah, they do have good food.
They have very good food, and we had amazing Cubano sandwiches with some good French fries. Yeah. I was very happy. And I was very hangry at that point.
Yeah, we were.
So to get a nice sandwich and fries helps a lot. So really enjoyed that. Let's get into this beer, which was one of the beers we tried while we were there. So we'll do that. This is in a 16-ounce can. It has a picture of a giant lollipop swirled on it, and it is Lollipop Jam Strudel. It's a sour ale with strawberries, raspberries, brown sugar, and cinnamon. It is 6% alcohol, and it's done in collaboration with Deciduous Brewing Company, which, if you remember, we'd had, I think, one beer by Deciduous on our podcast before for an On the Shelf episode, and it was one of their lollipop sours. So, yeah.
And we liked it.
We did. Yeah, we definitely did. Just like we like this one.
And I remember this color being really pretty.
Oh, I mean, the ones that have berries in them usually are pretty. Unless they're throwing in enough other stuff that makes it, like, brown.
Like murky.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go ahead and take a look. Yeah, it's very pink. It's like this beautiful pink. Mm-hmm. Very, I mean, obviously you can't see through it because there's plenty of fruit in it. Got a nice kind of like thick head just hanging out on the top to it.
Definitely get the berries.
So berry. This is what it says, strawberry.
Strawberry and raspberry.
Yeah, it smells like strawberry and raspberry.
It does.
Oh, definitely. Especially the raspberry. Mm-hmm. Raspberry really stands out over the strawberry in my opinion.
I think strawberry stands out more.
I don't really get the brown sugar.
No.
And then what else? Cinnamon. I don't really get the cinnamon either in the nose, which is fine with me because...
You don't like spice.
I'm very picky about cinnamon levels in beer, so I think it smells really good. It just smells very
it smells
berry.
Creamy.
It does smell creamy. I'll give you that.
Is there lactose in this?
I don't think so.
Does it say?
No. No. If there is, it's not listed, but...
Should be. No. If it is, it should be listed.
So I assume it's not in there.
Okay.
It does smell relatively sour.
Yeah. And it is.
It is sour.
It is.
But I'll tell you what, on that first sip, I get a hit of brown sugar and cinnamon.
It's tart. For sure. Makes your mouth pucker.
Yeah. It hits you with that pretty intense, like, lemon sour, which you're going to need a few sips to get your palate acclimated, and then it'll start to calm down. You'll taste more. But like I said, I really immediately got, I got like a blast of like the raspberry. Mm-hmm. Don't know if I'm really picking out the strawberry in particular, but I got a blast of raspberry. Right after that, some really nice sweet brown sugar that came with a little bit of cinnamon. And then it kind of finished with that intense lemon sour.
I could do with a little more
brown sugar
and cinnamon.
I agree.
I feel like you're going to put it on the label, like, make sure you're tasting it. It's kind of...
And, like you are tasting it, but you do have to reach. You do have to reach.
And I kind of think it would help, the brown sugar would help kind of balance out some of the... Sourness.
I agree with that. Yeah, I would step the sourness back, especially because people who are typically looking for, like, these fruited sours are not looking for super sour beers. They're looking for a little more subdued, a little more balanced. Usually more on the tart aspect and not sour, like straight up sour. But this is straight up sour. I am enjoying it for what it is, but I could not drink a whole lot of this.
Oh, I couldn't drink a whole lot. I'm glad we're sharing this can.
Yeah.
This is, you said it's 16-ounce can, right?
Yeah. And I think for every one of these 16-ounce cans we drink, we're each just going to do half.
Yeah, I couldn't do a whole one.
Yeah, I can't do a whole lot.
Too sour.
It's a bit intense. But I like it.
It is.
It's a tasty beer.
The phlegm is building.
Definitely building. Big time.
So we sat outside, and it was one of those things where you just scan the QR code, put your order in, and they just bring it out to you, which is, I think, super convenient.
Oh, very, very.
And they were quick. The service was, I think, pretty quick. The only problem was we ordered the beer to go, and it never came out. Mm-hmm. So, actually just...
So I had to go in and grab it. Well, it wasn't that big of a deal.
Yeah.
But we had multiple staff checking in on us.
Like, everyone was just, like, kind of working together.
Yeah. They have a great system going. They really do. And you felt very well taken care of, and you got things pretty quickly, even the food. And, yeah, you can tell they've been doing it for a while. It's a pretty well-oiled machine. I
forget if they do half pours or just the taster size and full pours. I think just taster size and full pours.
Yes. I believe so.
Yeah.
I don't think they were doing half pours.
So they don't do, like, a true flight. You can just get as many.
Yeah, just however you want it. Yeah, pretty much. So what else did we have? I'm going to start with my favorite one. I think both of our favorite ones, which I wish they had this one to take home because we would have gotten it, but they didn't. It was called Small Conversations. It was a Helles lager.
That was really good.
That was a killer Helles lager. Very tasty. It had, like, the honey, the hay, refreshing, light, just beautiful beer. Love that beer.
That was really good.
Then we had their Essex, which was a ESB, extra special bitter. That one was
It was okay. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't bad.
It was low flavor.
To me, ESBs are hard to, like, wow me.
I think it should have been a little more on the sweet maltiness.
Okay.
Like, it was a little too watery, in my opinion.
Yeah, I
could
see that.
Lacked more flavor than it needed, than it should have had, really. Then we had the Lollipop Jam Strudel, which we're drinking now. We had their Double Wedding Ale, which was a sour with milk sugar, peaches, apricots, passion fruit, and vanilla.
That was tasty, too.
That was good. We did enjoy that one. Also real sour.
Yes.
Just like this one. Then we had their Hill House, which was their Märzen, which was okay. It was an okay Märzen. And then we had their Change Tomorrow, which was a German Pilsner, and that was tasty.
It's good, too.
But just not as good as that Small Conversations. That Small Conversations, really good.
Yeah.
I want more of that for sure. So, yeah, we had a good experience. And like I said, the food, and when you pair a nice lager with a nice sandwich and fries, that's like heaven.
Yeah.
That's like perfect for the most part.
And that was a special sandwich.
Oh, it was a special that
I'm
day?
pretty sure.
Oh,
I don't think it was on the regular menu.
They should have that Cubano on there all the time because it was excellent.
It was like packed with meat. Like,
yeah.
It was.
They were not skimping.
I don't think I can finish this.
Did you not finish
No,
this?
I did. I didn't finish the fries. I did finish
Yeah.
the sandwich though, but I was hungry and it was hard because it was just,
Yeah, it was
a lot of meat.
Well, and also when you're getting meats like that, like they're real fatty too, so that kind of like fills you up more. Yeah, it's good though. It's a great venue. Like I said, like plenty of parking areas because they have garages close by.
There's a garage. Yeah.
Which, it's always a problem with parking in DC.
Yeah.
Always is. So, but yeah, it's a nice venue. I definitely recommend it.
And we had been there before. That was not our first time.
No.
It had been a long time.
It had been some years, I think, since I think the last time, I don't know the last time you were there, but the last time I was there was like 2018.
And I was before that.
So like 4 years. That's crazy. So yeah, we were like, let's go to Bluejacket. It's been a long time.
Yeah.
And I'm glad we did. So, yep, that produced this episode, and it was a good one. So, about to close out, but let's tell you the things. Email us if you want to say hi, give us beer recommendations, episodes you want to hear more of, brutalbattlepodcast@gmail.com. Please do us a favor of rating and reviewing us on whatever podcatcher you use. iTunes helps us the most, and also spreading the word by spreading the word, actually talking to people and telling them, hey, there's this cool craft beer podcast, you should check it out. We're also on Untapped. I am Carlton Malibu, all one word.
I am Ruby Reb 62.
Instagram?
Brutal Battle Podcast.
Which Rebecca's putting up, like 2 pictures a week at least?
Yeah.
At least. And the episode pictures are on there too, so you can see all the beers. But you can also see the beers for each episode at brutalbattle.com, which also has all the back episodes. Or you can go to archive.org, which has all the back episodes. Just search Brutal Battle. But thanks, everyone, so much for being listeners and listening to this particular episode. And until next time,
keep it brutal.